Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be talking to you finally. I was actually just on YouTube and I looked and saw that I hadn't posted a picture in or a video that I can talk in like a month and a half. So I just wanted to give it kind of an update on how everything's going because it's been a really long time since I posted a video. I didn't realize it had been that long, but I just wanted to get a quick update. And as always, I'm always home alone, and Lily's always here just taking my attention, just being the little girl she is. So, an update. Hmm. So I saw that the last time I posted a video was like the beginning of January, so it's been a while since the beginning of the new year now. It's already almost March, and I'm so happy that this time's going by fast. So, um, actually, I think the last time I posted a video was right before I went to Mayo. And I think, and the reason I'm posting these mainly is just because I have people wondering about my health on Facebook, I have people wondering on Twitter, I have people on my carrying bridge. But I think that this is just a way that's more intimate because you can read what I say, but to actually see me say it is a lot different. So I just wanted to do that. And so the the MRI the MRI went fine. It was like 40 minutes long, which was a little much, but it was fine. And the next day I went in and they talked about starting the first round of the six next rounds of chemo, and they didn't really say if the cancer was going away, so that was kind of a bummer, but 2 months after that I'd come back, which is I actually go back 2 weeks from today. So that happened. Then, like a week after that, I got rehired and retrained at Paragon as in the box office, which I was really excited to go back. It was exciting to actually have something to do and to be able to sell tickets because I don't know why, but just working at the movie theater I think is so fun and it's it's such an easy job because all you do is just sit there, get people tickets, answer some questions for them, and then if there's nothing to do, I either read or just maybe bring like a crossword and do it. And it's just a really chill job, and I like it. So I was excited to go back there. I haven't even seen any movies since I've been back, and that was like a month ago. So don't really know. Not no good movies have really come out. I think the last movie I saw was The Hobbit, and I didn't. No, I liked that. Parental Guidance I didn't like. Don't see it. I don't even think it's in theaters anymore. But don't see it. It's not that good. Okay. Then actually the day after that, I started school, which was a very nerve-wracking thing to do because it just because I had been gone from school since the end of September, and this was almost pretty close to 4 months after that. So I was nervous about like if I was gonna mentally be able to handle it, if it would be too much, if any of that was gonna happen, and I just I didn't know what was gonna happen, and I'm excited that everything is working out fine. I know I'm it might seem stupid, but I'm actually taking the one credit away from the most credits that I've ever taken. Last spring I took 23 and right now I'm taking 22. And it's a lot. I think it's more seems like a lot more to handle now just because one, I'm dealing with cancer, I'm commuting, so I don't have as much time at school to do it, and it's just it's just a lot to kind of do because then I work, I have family that just awesomely, that's not a word, but takes my mind off of that, which can be good and bad, and just I don't have as much time to do stuff. But luckily, I'm fine. This right now, the reason I'm actually not at school is because I only had one class today, and it was my preaching class, and I wasn't preaching, so I decided that I'm gonna stay home and study for my church history test tomorrow, which I actually like church history more than regular history. Go figure. So it's 22 credits. I'm taking 7 classes in school and one credit class online. Excuse me. I'm gonna refresh myself. Lily, what are you doing? She always just looks at me funny. Okay. I have Monday, Wednesday, I have 5 classes. Friday, I have 4 because the last one is not meeting on Fridays. Then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have 2. Um, I like almost all my classes. A lot of them seem very manageable, very easy to do. There's about 2 that seem kind of challenging, and the thing that's really hard for me is that I've always been the person that's like, oh my goodness, you have to get an A. Because right now in school I have a 4.0, but I'm catching up from dropping out last semester, and it's been a big leap for me to finally get to the point where I'm like, okay, if I get 1 or 2 Bs, it's not the end of the world. You're dealing with so much. You you probably could have justified not even going back to school this semester and waiting until next fall. So I think if you get a few Bs, it's not going to kill you and it's going to help you along. So that's what I thought. But hopefully I get out of the 8 class. No, it's 8. The online one is only till like 3 weeks from now. Then I have to make a website. But that's that. School's going good. And my life since school started. My life has actually been very, very uninteresting, to say the least. My hair has sort of started growing back on the side back here. It actually is to the point where you can feel almost some spots are still very stubbly, or some don't have hair, and I'm assuming that's where a higher dose of the radiation was, so it's not that big of a deal. Next month in April is when they said it should be starting to come back, and it's already past that. So I'm happy about that. And I'm trying to think of um, the 7th of February, one of my classes is a preaching class, and on the 7th of February, I'm trying to talk, I did my first sermon, because we have to do 3 sermons, all different types, and then do one outside of class. And so I did my first sermon, and that was probably the most nerve-wracking thing, because when when this whole thing happened, I could barely talk, and I still am having a hard time talking, as you can tell sometimes. But it actually went very well. I actually was only going on 5 hours of sleep, and I'll explain right after this why. But I thought it was very powerful. I spoke for about 27 minutes when it was a 20-minute thing. Um, my teacher came up and was just in tears, and I thought it was very powerful. And the only thing that I think I needed to improve drastically on is because I was on chemo, I had my notes pretty much right in front of me and didn't really deviate from them just because, I mean, I'm on chemo. My memory's impaired. I don't think that it's going to be a big deal. And I ended up getting 96%, most of the points just being taken off from the eye contact, which It wasn't a big deal. March 13th is when I preach again, and I actually haven't even started. I have a basic idea of what I'm preaching on, but I don't have any verses. I haven't thought of like anything. So I'll have to do that when I'm not extremely busy, because I am. So, back to the reason why I was on 5 hours of sleep. Wow, 10 minutes. I, so it was February 6th, and I'd gone to school, and I got picked up because my last class goes till 4:40 those days, Monday and Wednesday, so, and that's my dad's going. There's like an airplane outside. Thought it was my phone. And so I got picked up. I uh, I stayed home because I think I had a lot of homework or I wasn't feeling well. And then I went to bed and I forgot, but I needed my wallet, and I went, and it wasn't in my backpack. So I went downstairs because once the same thing happened, and it was um in my coat pocket, which it wasn't. It wasn't in my car, it wasn't in my coat, it wasn't in my backpack, it wasn't anywhere, and I checked everywhere multiple times and I could not find it. And I started to freak out because I had like $200 in gift cards, $100 in cash, my license, my bus pass, my school ID, all this stuff. And that wasn't as big a deal for me, but my debit card was also in there, which I had a lot of money on there. So we canceled that, which was good. And we just, for the next few days, I'd go to the security office, ask if they found it, and they didn't. And I was just like, okay, okay. And it came to the 13th. Was it the 13th? No, it was the 12th. A week ago today. And I finished my last class, my preaching class. I actually got my grade for my sermon and was happy. And I was walking home because I was going outside to start walking to the bus stop when I saw that I had gotten a voicemail during my last class. And I got it, and it said that the security people, someone had dropped off my wallet, and everything was in there. And I never got a chance to ask where it was, but that was a big boost, and I was really excited about that. It just shows that when you're doing God's will, you'll have His favor, and I was really excited about that. And even though I'm not going to talk about it a lot because that's basically all I talk about, I'm really excited about Demi's new song. I'm pretty much obsessed with watching the trailer for it. The day after I found my wallet, I was actually asked to speak on a panel at my church with two other people about suffering, which was very good. I got to speak. The panel was like 15 minutes long, maybe less, and I got to say like two or three things, and it was really exciting. I heard it was really good, and I don't know. Besides that, my life hasn't been too interesting. I'm about a third done with school, which I'm really excited about. I think next week is when they start talking about registration, and I have midterms. Then, starting the second, I have spring break. Then I come back and have midterms. So, and I also last week was on round 3 out of 7, round 2 of the added sense radiation of chemo. So, please be in prayer. I have actually been very concerned. Not very concerned, but I it's been a lot different because in the first round of chemo I was just kind of tired and just like, oh, let me sleep. But this time I've actually felt like I'm not able to concentrate as well, and I like felt it in my head working a lot more than it did before. So it's getting better, and I'm just very concerned because I have a gym membership and I haven't been able to exercise as much because I'm really out of it. So I may have to like freeze my gym membership till the cancer is gone, which is bad because I've already gained a lot of weight from having cancer. And I don't know. I I just ask that if you're watching this, that you'd please keep me in prayer about that. That you'd be in prayer about May 5th when I go down to Mayo to have my next MRI, that the cancer would be completely gone. That would be ideal. And I would be extremely excited. It would be the perfect gift on spring break. And I just ask that you please be in prayer that I'm able to get everything done because this semester I have to read like 6 books. I have to write like a research paper per class. I have to do presentations, sermons, and it's just like over my life. And it's a lot, but I chose to come back and it's not going to get any easier. So I just pray that you be in prayer for me about that. And yeah, I would ask that if you want more up-to-date updates, obviously, up to date, um, that you would either follow me on Twitter. It's the same username as my YouTube page, the one called J. So follow me there. I post there probably two-ish. It depends on what really happens. Some days I only post once. And those days, it's mainly just because of Countdown Till Demi's song. Okay, I'm done talking about that. And some days, I just tweet the brains out of my followers. And so I would say that you follow me on there. I post encouraging things. I post some updated things. I post some things I really want to share. I post pictures. Also, Instagram is another way to follow me. It's the same thing, the one called Jay, so follow me on there. And also go to my Caring Bridge. I don't remember if it's .org or .com, but it's Caring Bridge, and then after the .org or .com / Jay Lubinsky. No period, no anything, lowercase, one word. And just do that. And I post there about once every 1 to 2 weeks, just giving a full update on what's going on. And sadly, YouTube is probably on that, and Facebook are probably the lowest priority for updating. Probably here's the last, just because I don't really ever have time to post videos, and if I post a video and someone is watching me, it wouldn't be serious, and I just encourage you to either go to those 3 places. Go to Instagram. I post a lot of uplifting like Bible verses or things. So follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Carrying Bridge and Twitter. So I thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch. I ask that you please watch some of my other videos, especially if I could recommend any of my 3 videos, I would say watch part 1 and part 2 back in August from my testimony, and then watch the one that was 2 videos before this. I was like, stage 4 cancer will not hold me back or something. That is my like actually part 3 of my testimony, but it's when my real testimony, my time with cancer started. So I would say watch those 3 videos, watch them, comment on them, thumbs up if they're good, if you think they're stupid, thumbs down, you know how that works. And if you really like them, just share them, because I really have had a lot of stuff happen throughout my life, and I feel like the more people that hear what I have to say, they'll be encouraged and they'll just enjoy life while it's good. So please watch, and I hopefully will post a video within the next month, not leaving you hanging as much. So thank you for watching, and have a great day after President's Day.